Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Thursday, January 7th, 2016. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. A number of the island's teachers were over the past 2 days participating in a retreat for leaders in education. Felicia Liebert has the details in this report.
The Education Department hosted the 2-day Education Leaders Retreat under the theme Empowering Effective Leaders. The retreat began yesterday, Wednesday 6th, and culminated today, Thursday 7th January, at the Emergency Operating Center at Long Point. Principal Education Officer Palsy Wilkin told us the reason for the retreat.
We are looking at this time away from school as time when we can reflect, we can relax, and we can re-energize ourselves. We want to set the tone for the term, and not just the term, for the calendar year and then the school year. So it's like a back to school for our principals.
Wilkin also spoke about the objectives of the retreat.
Our objectives for this retreat are to provide opportunities to strengthen rapport and communication between school and department leaders. We want to engage participants in activities to build teamwork and decision-making skills. We are also sharing strategies to improve managing the multiple tasks that we have to deal with in education.
According to Wilkin, in the past, the Department of Education has had training for its principals, but this time around it is in the form of a retreat so that the principals could socialize in a relaxed environment to talk about where they are now and their plans for the future. She also noted that the responses from the principals are commendable and she is pleased with the outcome of the retreat. The educators were engaged in activities such as team building, open discussions, and group work. Principal of the Charlestown Primary School, Latoya Jeffers, gave her impressions on the retreat.
I would like to commend the Department of Education for this very innovative idea of a principal's retreat. The past 2 days have been very enjoyable. I've learned a lot. We had a chance to really socialize with each other. We had a chance to really get some information as to how to help us to deal with our daily jobs. And trust me, it is demanding. And I would like to say thank you on behalf of the principals to the Education Department for this wonderful experience.
In addition to principals participating in the retreat were heads of the various private and public early childhood centers and preschools, as well as the multipurpose center. The facilitators of the workshop were former Principal Education Officer Hyleta Liebert and Senior Education Professional on St. Kitts, Ermelita Warner-Paul, as well as education officers in the Department of Education. Reporting for the Nevis Newscast, I'm Felicia Liebert.
Thanks, Felicia. The Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, in collaboration with the Department of Community Development, will host its annual Alexander Hamilton Tea Party and Scholarship Awards ceremony at 4:30 p.m. on January 8th at the Alexander Hamilton Museum grounds.
Funds that we get from that event is geared towards helping children at the secondary school level to provide scholarship for 5 years. And so we are inviting the public to come out and support the event. In supporting the event, you're supporting the young people this island.
Director of Community Development Janet Meloni says once again 4 students will be inducted into the Alexander Hamilton Scholarship Program, bringing the number of scholarship holders to 20, 10 each from the Gingerland and Charlestown secondary schools. Meloni noted that a number of outstanding persons in the Division community have benefited from the scholarship program.
I almost want to go back years ago to a gentleman who told me, look at where I am now, Hastings Daniel. He benefited from the Alexander Hamilton Scholarship, and he said that it really helped him to become who he is now. You can talk about Alexa Dexter Pemberton, who was the manager of the Development Bank, who also benefited, and our very own Zanella Claxton, who is now the youth coordinator for youth and for youth. She will also benefited from it, and other persons, of course. And so we are now looking at helping others who are enrolled in the program. We will be also getting former students who will become a part of the Alexander Hamilton Scholarship Fund in January, and so that is what the tea party is all about.
According to Maloney, the cost of the tickets is $15. They can be purchased at the Alexander Hamilton Museum on Friday. She is encouraging the public to support the event.
Ral J. Williams, one of our outstanding youth, he will be doing the feature address, so we are really looking forward to that. And we are also going to have entertainment by the Red Cross dancers out of VOJ and the Johnny Walker from St. Thomas. So we are going to have the youths on display, not only getting a scholarship for academic achievement, but also to showcase their talent at the Alexander Hamilton Tea Party. I am going to kindly ask that the general public sharpen their numbers on Friday to support the Alexander Hamilton Tea Party. It will be at 4:30 right there at the Alexander Hamilton Museum. And I know that our tea party is known to be one of the best on the island in terms of the variety of food that you will receive. And so it's something that worth taking out your time and being a part of. And we really would appreciate it. And the children, I will say in advance, for them, thank you for coming and supporting the event.
Director of the Department of Community Development, Janet Maloney. The University of the West Indies UWI Open Campus Nevis site is inviting persons to register for its 6-week course in Customer Service Excellence. The course is being offered from the first week of February 2016 as part of the UWI Open Campus program of continuing and professional education. Persons completing the course will receive a certificate of participation issued by the University of the West Indies. The course, which costs $400, covers the essentials of customer service and draws directly from participants' experiences through group discussion and role play. Classes will be held on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the UWI Open Campus Nevis site. Application forms may be obtained from the UWI Open Campus office at the Department of Education at Pinnis Estate. Interested persons should call 469-0389 or email nevis@open.uwi.edu. Still to come, Liat launches new route with Caribbean Helicopters charter agreement. The details after this break.
Time is like a flowing river. No water passes beneath your feet twice.
Moments never pass you by again. Here's to the new year
and all the promises and hopes it brings.
Hope each day brings you showers of joy and surprises.
May your new year be blessed with peace, love, and joy.
Sending heartfelt wishes with joy that never ends.
May happy times and warm memories brighten your new year.
Counting my blessings and wishing you more. Hope you enjoy the new year in store.
May God bless and protect you for 2016.
So cherish every moment that life gives you.
From all of us here at the Department of Information,
have a wonderful new year!
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
Welcome back. Infant Students in St. Kitts and Nevis now receive the first dose of the polio vaccine in the injectable form in health centers in the Federation. A press release from the Community-Based Health Services of the Ministry of Health informs that effective December 15, 2015, infants 2 months of age are being given this form of the polio vaccine. The additional 4 doses will be given via drops or orally, as is customarily done. This course of action is based on a May 2012 recommendation of the World Health Assembly (WHA) of the World Health Organization (WHO), which declared poliovirus eradication to be a global public health emergency. Under this plan to achieve a polio-free world, they recommend that the use of oral poliovirus vaccine must eventually be stopped worldwide and recommend that all countries introduce at least 1 dose of injectable polio vaccine into their routine immunization schedule by the end of 2015. At the World Health Assembly in May 2015, Ministers of Health accepted the resolution regarding the poliovirus eradication. They gave their full commitment to the polio eradication strategies, including the introduction of the injectable polio vaccine, the release says. Research evidence has shown that giving the vaccine via injection provides even greater protection against the polio virus. Polio is highly infectious and a virus which invades the cells of the nervous system. The major effect is permanent paralysis. Polio is spread through person-to-person contact with the body fluids of an infected person. It is very contagious, with widespread community spread occurring in a short time. 72% of infected persons have no symptoms. However, 1 in 200 infections leads to permanent paralysis and even death. The Ministry of Health assures that there have been no cases of polio for more than 30 years and that the injectable and oral doses of the polio vaccine, as well as the other vaccines that are administered, are safe and effective. Additionally, vaccines will continue to be given free of cost. The vaccine program of St. Kitts and Nevis is one of the most successful in the world because of the widespread public confidence and support. The Ministries of Health solicit the public's continued participation in the quest to ensure that the Federation has maximum protection against vaccine-preventable diseases, the press release says. Further information can be obtained by contacting your nearest health center or private practitioner. Regional carrier Liat has entered into a bespoke charter agreement with Caribbean Helicopters based in Antigua and Barbuda, whereby the company will provide Liat with charter flights into specific markets in the region. Beginning January 22nd, Caribbean Helicopters will operate new services into Nevis and Dominica Canefield on a daily basis. Flights from Antigua to Nevis depart at 4:35 p.m. and return from Nevis at 5:20 p.m. Services to Dominica Canefield depart Antigua at 11:30 a.m. and return at 12:40 p.m. daily. Nevis and Dominica Canefield become Liat's 19th and 20th destinations, respectively. All services will be able to accommodate 7 passengers and 1 piece of checked baggage. The permitted weight is no more than 50 pounds, which is inclusive of the amount for checked and hand baggage. Commenting on the new agreement, David Evans, Liat's CEO, says the airline is pleased to be working with Caribbean Helicopters as this new arrangement allows it to extend its network, open up new markets, and offer more choices to its customers. It is also an example of how airlines can come together to improve connectivity throughout the region. Neil Dickinson, Managing Director of Caribbean Helicopters, commented that this is a great opportunity and allows Caribbean Helicopters to support Liat in the expansion of services. Caribbean Helicopters operates a fleet of Piper Navajo Chieftain PA-31-350 and Britain Norman BN-2 aircrafts, which are ideal for services into some of the smaller Caribbean islands where demand is limited and a smaller aircraft is required. Customers can continue to book these flights through Liat, and they will operate with the Liat flight numbers. And that's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.